Hello, my name is Ken Kinter, and I apologize for addressing you virtually today. But I'm hoping that this video will explain why that is. And I'm hoping there's a little hint that's given away already. Um, as far as who I'm a professor at Rutgers and Seton Hall University, a loving husband, and my wife and I live in a little town called Columbus, New Jersey, which is really a farmer's market with a town attached to it. Um, However, I'm very familiar with Freehold, uh, having been friends with the Canning and Hirsch families for a very long time. And since the 80s, I've been a regular haunter of such places as Federici's, El Masan, Freehold Music Center, Fort Jester. If you go back, Chiazzo's, if you go back far enough, I'm sure somebody does. Um, so I've never lived in Freehold, but I'm a big fan, and I have been to the church several times for many happy occasions and a few sad ones as well. Um, my life took a big turnaround just recently. I was admitted to the hospital on April 13th, and 4 days later diagnosed with something called pre-B cell leukemia. And I was immediately transferred, and they started chemo. And as of right now, I'm finishing round one of chemo and getting ready to start number two. Uh, I'm sure that some of you out there are familiar with the absolute wrecking ball that a cancer diagnosis is for a person, for a family, for their loved ones. Um, the impact is it's indescribable, but I'm sure some of you know. Um, and one of the things that comes along with this are tears. Um, I know this isn't true. All tears to me are good and cleansing, but I make a differentiation sometimes between a bad cry and a good cry. Bad cries are tears of fear, sadness, remorse, um, being afraid of what's to come, or feeling sorry for myself. And some of those moments come at 3, 4, 5 in the morning. They tend to come when you're alone, or they come when you're in the hospital. But there are also what I call good cries. And what I've found is one of the main sources of a good cry is a kindness, kind word, a prayer, kind act, particularly from someone that I don't know. And early in my diagnosis, I'd had a couple of what I would call the bad cries. Um, but then I had cause for a good cry. Um, Tom Canning sent me a picture of this beautiful prayer shawl um, being blessed in the front of the room. And you got a nice big good cry out of me on that one. You definitely did. Uh, just the idea that someone who didn't know me would people that didn't know me would do such a kindness. Um, so I have it on me now. I can feel it. It feels good. Um, I keep it hanging at the foot of my bed so that it's the first thing I see in the morning and the last thing I see at night. Um, and I can tell you it's helped me change my perspective a little bit. When this all first happened, my thought was, well, who's going to get this if things don't work out for me? Where does this go next? And I've shifted my priority to, well, who's going to get this when I recover? When I'm 100% again, this blessing needs to be passed on to somebody else, because unfortunately, every day someone gets the bad news that I got, and they get worse news too sometimes. So you've given me a wonderful gift, and you've also given me a wonderful goal on top of that. My goal has always been to recover completely, to regain my life with my wife and our animals and friends and family, and reclaim all of the things that illness takes away, at least for a little bit. But I've added another one, thanks to you, and that is that my new goal is to thank you in person and to sit beside you in prayer for other people who suffer and other people who need. And that is a goal. I can actually see it. I can see it, and it's just a matter of time as far as I'm concerned. Instead of remotely. So unfortunately, remote's the best I can do right now. I'm still working on growing an immune system so I can be around people. But I'm in good hands. I'm feeling better each day, proceeding through treatment. So I hope you accept this humble gift of thank you remotely until that wonderful day that I can say it in person. So please accept this as a gift and a thank you from me until we can see each other in person. Until then, I ask you keep me in your prayers. Seems to be working so far. Don't mess with something that isn't broken. And you are also all in mine. So again, thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you in person very soon. Take care and God bless.